Welcome back. Welcome back to a new class, to class number 80. Not bad, eh? 80 classes. We have finished 79 classes. And today we're starting. We're starting class number 80. And we have a lot more classes left. We have 195 classes in this section, intermediate section. We have 195, o también en vez de decir 1, podría decir 100. We have 195, ambos valen. We have 195 classes in this section, and today we're starting on class 80. So we still have a long way to go. We still have a lot of English to learn, perhaps, but especially to review and consolidate. Because perhaps most of the English you will hear and study on Vaughan Inglés 4.0 is English you have seen before. Perhaps in school when you were 16, 15, 14 years old. But there's a difference. We are teaching this in a different way. We are motivating you in a different way. We are asking you to study and to practice in a different way. And we are trying to motivate you to consolidate an active ability with the things you think you know, but which you can't reproduce effectively and quickly. We want to transform the grammar of my language into your ally and not your enemy. La gramática sobre todo para los adultos españoles, la gramática inglesa es un feroz enemigo, pero vamos a transformarlo en un amigo aliado que despeja y articula el camino de la expresividad y de la eficacia comunicativa. La gramática tiene que ser el aliado. Entonces hay que trabajar mucho para conseguir esa transformación. Camera number 1. All right, review from yesterday. ¿Qué hacía él cuando le viste? What was he doing? O sea, aquí es pasado continuo con pasado simple. Escuchad. What was he doing when you saw him? Was doing es estaba haciendo o hacía. Cuando le viste, pasado simple. What was he doing when you saw him? What was he doing when you saw him? Puedes encontrar todo en el manual de instrucciones. You can find everything in the instruction manual. I don't need to say anything to you. And it's true. English, to learn English, los hay que dicen que en 3 meses usted aprenderá inglés. Venden humo y ganan dinero, porque mucha gente compra humo. You can find everything in this book. Usted aprenderá inglés en 7 días con este libro. Buy it. You can find everything you need in this book. English grammar, everything you need, and the essential vocabulary in 100 pages. No problem. In fact, I can give you a book, or I can prepare a book for you of 20 pages. And it contains everything you would ever need to know to speak English very, very well. However, that's the equivalent of giving you 6 balls, 6 pelotas, and saying, con estas pelotas podrás ser gran malabarista. Toma, págame, aquí están las 6 pelotas. Muy bien, te pago, pero enséñame a usarlos. ¡Wow! Eso 2 años, 3 años to become. Pero vamos, ya tienes las pelotas, ya eres malabarista. Pues eso es lo que dicen aquellos. Con este libro usted aprenderá inglés. Aquí está todo el idioma. Pero las 1000 palabras y 20 conjugaciones gramaticales admiten millones y millones, 100 millones de combinaciones y permutaciones gramaticales al hablar. So it's very difficult. All right, so you can find everything in the instruction manual para reparar un motor, pero hasta que no estés 10 años reparando motores, no eres mecánico de verdad. You can find everything in the instruction manual. You can find everything in the instruction manual. ¿Qué tengo que hacer yo para conseguir ayuda? What do I have to do to get help? What do I have to do? ¿Qué tengo que hacer? Repetid. en voz alta. Escuchadlo. Digo yo y luego tú. What do I have to do? No, do no, do. La lengua se queda detrás de los dientes y no se ve. Do. Do, 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 do. What do I have to do? What do I have? El verbo have, en este caso, suena a F, no V. Have. What do I have to do? What do I have to do? What do I have to do to progress quickly? What do I have to do to learn English? What do I have to do to sign up? Apuntarme para este curso. To sign up for this course. What do I have to do to improve my mastery of the interrogative? What do I have to do? What do I have to do? What do I have to do? Repetid eso 1000 veces si es posible. Y luego, el resto de tu vida lo tienes muy bien aprendido. What do I have to do? What do I have to do to get help? No me pidas nada. Don't ask me for anything. To ask for. To ask for es pedir, pero se inserta siempre el complemento indirecto entre ask y for. Pedir, pedirme. Ask for, ask me for. Pedirle a él, ask him for. Y luego el complemento directo. Pídeselo a él, ask him for it. Pídele un café. Ask him for a coffee. Pídeselo ahora. Ask him for it now. Pídele a ella un lápiz. Ask her for a pencil. Pídeselo ahora. Ask her for it now. Pídemelo. Ask me for it. No me pidas nada. Don't ask me for anything. Don't ask me for anything, okay? Don't ask me for anything. Learning English is your problem, not mine. You have to solve the problem. I can't solve the problem for you. So don't ask me for anything. I'll give you the best I can in teaching, but I can't give you any more. No dejes las cosas para más tarde, sobre todo el estudio. Don't leave things for later, especially your studies, especially study. Do it now. Don't leave it for later. Don't leave things for later. Okay? Dime todo lo que sabes. Tell me everything you know, please. Tell me everything you know. Tell me. ¿Quién está haciendo ese ruido? Ese horrible ruido? Who's making? Who's making? La contracción de who is, whose, suena igual de quién es este boli. Whose pen is this? Who's making that horrible noise? All right. My time is up. I have to pass the baton to another teacher, but I'll be back in a few minutes.
Hello, hello. Thank you, Richard. Hello to you, and thank you, and you're welcome. Once again, we have the famous Javi España. Javi Spain, how are you today?
Hello, I feel comfortable again.
You feel comfortable? Very good. Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready to start.
Okay. Vamos a empezar tu clase anterior. Javi, have you bought the newspaper today?
I've bought the newspaper today.
Okay, and in the negative?
I haven't bought the newspaper today.
And once again in the affirmative.
I've bought the newspaper today.
¿Y cómo se dice en español?
Compré el periódico. Hoy compré el periódico.
Okay. Did you buy your brother lunch yesterday?
I bought
Very good.
my brother lunch yesterday.
And in the negative?
I haven't bought.
In this case, I didn't buy.
Okay. I didn't buy my brother lunch yesterday.
Very good. Ask me if I've bought myself lunch lately.
Did you?
In this case, have you? Lately, have you?
Have you bought yourself
Lunch? Have you bought yourself lunch?
Yourself lunch
Lately.
lately?
And one more time.
Did you?
Have you?
Jolines. Have you bought yourself lunch lately?
Very good. Very good. Have you bought yourself lunch lately? Ask me if I have bought myself lunch lately. Puedes decirlo una vez más.
I
Have you?
have.
So a question to
you
me.
have.
A question.
Have you bought yourself lunch lately?
Very good. Have you bought yourself lunch lately? Puedes decirlo en casa. Have you bought yourself lunch lately? Dos veces. Muy bien. Have you bought yourself lunch lately? Javi, do you buy women flowers often?
I buy women flowers often.
Okay. Do you buy women flowers often? He buys women flowers often. Javi, will you buy a new car next year?
I will buy a new car next year.
Okay, and you can contract I'll,
I'll buy a new car next year.
and in the negative,
I won't buy a new car
a new car.
Next year.
Very good. I'll buy a new car next year. I won't buy a new car next year. Javi, did you buy a lot of things last Christmas?
I bought a lot of things last Christmas.
Will you buy a lot of things next Christmas?
I'll buy a lot of things next Christmas.
Very good. Okay. He'll buy a lot of things next Christmas. Did you buy a lot of things last Christmas? He bought a lot of things last Christmas. Will you buy a lot of things next Christmas? He'll buy a lot of things next Christmas. Okay. Javi, some translation. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you ready? Okay. No pararán para esperarte.
They won't stop to wait for you.
Very good. One more time.
They won't stop to wait for you.
And the last time. One more time.
They won't.
They.
They won't stop to wait for you.
Very good. They won't stop to wait for you. To wait for you. They won't, they will not, they won't stop to wait for you. Okay. Javi. Incluso mi mujer estaba de acuerdo conmigo.
Even my wife even my wife agreed with me.
Very good. One more time. And agreed. Agreed.
Past. Even my wife agreed with me.
Okay. Very important here. Even my wife agreed with me. Not was agreed. Even with a V. Even my wife agreed with me. One more time, Javi.
Even my wife agreed with me.
Very good. Okay. Javi, puedes encontrar todo en el manual de instrucciones.
You can find everything in the instructions manual.
Almost. In the instruction manual.
Okay.
And again.
You can find everything in the instruction.
In the instruction.
In the instruction manual.
And one more time.
You can find everything in the instruction manual.
Okay. And now in the instruction manual.
In the instruction.
Instruction manual.
In the instruction manual.
Very good. You can find everything in the instruction manual. One more time.
You can find everything in the instruction manual.
Very good. No pararán para esperarte.
They won't stop you.
They won't stop to wait.
Okay. They won't stop to wait for you.
Okay. They won't stop to wait for you. Okay. Thank you very much and goodbye.
Okay, do you know whose class this is? Do you know whose class this is? You don't understand. Do you know whose class this is? Do you know whose class this is? Is it mine or is it yours? Whose class is this? This class is yours. It's not mine. I'm here as a teacher. Like a teacher? No, porque soy profesor. I'm here as a teacher. You're here as a student. And the class belongs to the student. So whose class is this? It's yours. It's yours for the taking. It's yours to take or to leave. It's yours to benefit from or to waste your time with. Are you wasting your time or benefiting from this class? Are you benefiting from this class or are you wasting your time? Piénsalo. Think about it. Reflexiona un poquito. Think about it. Think about it. Think about it. Think about it. Are you wasting your time watching this class? Or are you benefiting from the class? Taking advantage of the class? Profiting from the class? I hope so. All right. Camera number 1. Do you know whose pen this is? Do you know whose pen this is? Do you know whose cup of water this is? Do you know whose papers these are? Do you know whose pencils these are? Do you know whose paper clip this is? Do you know whose calendar? No, está ahí. Do you know whose calendar that is? Do you know whose windows those are? Do you know whose lights these are? Fijaos. Do you know whose? W-H-O-S-E. ¿De quién? ¿Sabes de quién es este clip? Do you know whose paper clip this is? No is this. Ahora, si formulo la pregunta directa, te diría, Paula, whose paper clip is this? Direct question. Pero la direct question en el otro es, do you know? La pregunta es, do you know? No estoy pidiendo de quién es, estoy pidiendo si sabes de quién es. Entonces, la segunda parte de la frase obligatoriamente tiene que estar en la forma normal, afirmativa. Whose paper clip is this? I don't know whose paper clip this is. Do you know whose paper clip this is? Nobody knows whose paper clip this is. Is it yours? Is it mine? Is it theirs? Is it Maria's? Is it Inés's? Is it Blas's? Is it Bruno's? Is it Manolo's? Whose paperclip is this? I don't know whose it is. Ahora he cambiado a this a it, porque ya tenemos referencia. Ya sabemos que nos estamos refiriendo al clip. Do you know whose paperclip this is? No, I don't know whose paperclip it is. I don't know if it's yours or mine, his or hers, ours or theirs or Maria's. I don't know. Do you know whose papers these are? Do you know whose papers these are? Do you know whose ring this is? Do you know whose pencils those are? Fuera mi alcance. Do you know whose calendar that is? Do you know whose books? Hay unos libros apilados ahí en la pile. There's a pile of books in the corner over there. Maria, do you know whose books those are? Do you know whose books those are? She doesn't know whose books those are. They're not mine. Are they yours, Maria? No? They're not Maria's. Maybe they're Julio's. I don't know. But they're not mine. Are they yours? I don't know whose books those are. Do you know whose books those are? Those. Yeah, those books over there in the corner. Over there. Piled up in the corner. There's a pile of books over there. Probably about 10 or 15 books. After this class, I'm going to check them out and see if there are any interesting books. If nobody knows whose books they are, then I may take one. If I find an interesting book, I will borrow it. Tomarlo prestado. But I don't know whose books they are. Do you know whose pen this is? Do you know whose watch this is? I'm taking off this watch. Now I'm holding it in front of the camera. Do you know whose watch this is? Do you know who this watch belongs to? Does it belong to me or does it belong to you? Does it belong to me or does it belong to you? Is it mine or is it yours? Is it mine or is it yours? Whose is it? Who does it belong to? Whose is it? I don't know whose it is. I don't know whose it is. I think it's mine. I'm going to put it on. I'm going to put it on. And now I'm putting it on because I've decided that it's mine. Now, do you know whose pencils these are? Can you see them? Can you see them? Do you know whose pencils these are? The black one. Do you know whose pencils this is? I know whose pencil it is. Do you know whose pencil it is? I know. Ask me. Richard, whose pencil is that? This? Yes. Whose pencil is that? It's Blas's. Blas. Yeah, Blas Gegundez. Yeah, he's a friend of mine. It's Blas's pencil. Blas's. Yeah. Yeah. And this one, the pink one, this is a pink pencil. Do you know whose pencil this is? No, I don't. Well, ask me. Ask me if I know. Richard, do you know whose pencil that is? This pencil? Yes, that one. The pink one? Yes, the pink one. The one in my left hand? Yes, the one in your left hand. This one? Yes, that one. This one, the pink one? Yes. I don't remember the question. Do you know whose pencil it is? Yes, the pink one, yes, I know whose pencil this is. I know whose pencil this is. Well, whose is it? It's Maria's. Maria's favorite color is pink. And so Maria always uses pink pencils. Yes. And this one, this is an orange pencil. Do you know whose pencil this is? No, I don't. Well, ask me. Do you know whose pencil that is? Yes, I know whose pencil this is. Well, whose is it? It's Seve's pencil. It's Seve's pencil. Severianos. Yes, it's Seve's pencil. Okay. Well, we're going to have to take a break in a few seconds. Our sponsors are preparing a message for you, apparently, por lo visto. So I need to stop. Ellos mandan al final. I have to stop. But I'll be back in a few minutes, okay? Okay. Do you know whose pencil this is? Do you know whose ring this is? Do you know whose watch this is? Do you know whose shirt this is? Do you know whose microphone this is? Do you know whose fingers these are? These are. Do you know whose cup this is? Do you know whose calendar that is? Do you know whose lights these are? Yes. Do you know whose desk this is? Do you know whose English class this is? I know. Whose English class is this? It's yours. It's not mine. It's yours. It belongs to you. Así que aprovechalo a tope. Máximo aprovechamiento. Take advantage of it. Okay, one more teacher and I'll be back.
Thank you, Richard. Hello, everyone. I'm Natasha, your teacher for this intermediate level. And today I'm here with a very, very special student that you probably already know, que ya conocéis, okay? Her name is Mamen. How are you, Mamen?
Hi, Natasha. How are you?
Good, and you?
Fine, fine.
Are you excited
Yes,
about
I'm very
today's
excited.
class?
Oh, yes, I'm very excited. As always.
Okay, that's very good.
Yeah.
Do you want to give people at home a tip, un consejo, to learn English? How do you learn English? So a tip.
I listen a lot. I listen English.
listen to English?
To English a lot.
Where?
On TV, on the radio.
And when you're at home?
Yes,
or?
when I am home or in the car.
All right.
Wherever.
Okay, so making the most of
Yes,
the time you have, aprovechando, making the most of the time you
Yes.
have. Okay, well, let's start with the grammar point of the day, okay? Vamos a ver whose. Let's see if Mamen knows what whose means. What does
De
whose
quién.
mean? De quién, very good. Whose, okay? Be careful with the pronunciation. Whose, as if it were with a Z. Z. Whose. Repeat at home. Very good. Okay, whose? Okay, I'm going to ask many different questions, and you and Mamen have to answer always, always, always in the negative. Okay? We're also working on, también estamos trabajando con las respuestas indirectas. Okay? So let's start working straight away enseguida. Okay, first question for Mamen. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, good. Do you know whose shoes they are?
No, I don't know. I don't know whose shoes they are.
Very good. No, I don't know whose shoes they are. Okay, the next question is for you at home. Okay, ready? Do you know whose boss we had the meeting with? Do you know whose boss we had the meeting with? Very good. No, I don't know whose boss we had the meeting with. Okay, one more time. No, I don't know whose boss we had the meeting with. Very good. Okay, the next one is from Mamen. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Do you know whose house the burglar broke into? Do
No.
you know... Oh, I'll repeat the question for those at home, okay?
Okay.
Do you know whose house the burglar broke into?
No, I don't know whose house the burglar broke into.
Very good. Do you want to explain to the people at home what burglar is?
Ladrón.
Ladrón, very good. And to break into es entrar en una casa, ¿no? Pero para robar. To break into a car, to break into a house, okay? So no, I don't know whose house the burglar broke into. Okay, the next one is for you at home, okay? Do you know whose couch we're sitting on? Do you know whose couch we're sitting on? Let's see if Mamen knows what couch is. What's couch?
Sillón, sofá.
Sofa, yeah, exactly. Sofa and couch are exactly the same, okay? The same word, you choose which one you want to use, okay? So I'll ask you again at home. Do you know whose couch we're sitting on? Very good. No, I don't know whose couch we're sitting on. Very good. Okay, the next one is from Mamen. Are you ready?
Yes.
Do you know whose turn it is? Do you know whose turn it is?
No, I don't know whose turn it is.
Very good. What does that mean? Whose turn?
¿De quién es el turno?
Very good, very good. Do you know whose turn it is? No, I don't know whose turn it is. Okay, the next one is for you at home, okay? Do you know whose purse that is? Do you know whose purse that is? Very good. No, I don't know whose purse that is, okay? Very, very important, okay? Because this isn't a question in your answer, you don't say, I don't know whose purse I don't know whose purse is that. You say that is because it's not a question, okay? Let's see if Mamen knows the difference between purse and wallet. What's the difference between purse and wallet?
Purse is monedero.
Okay.
No?
For who?
For a woman.
For women.
For
Very
women.
good. For women. And a wallet?
A wallet es un billetero.
Yeah, but for men.
For men.
Okay, so purse for women and wallet for men. Yeah? Okay. The next one is for you. Are you ready?
Okay.
Okay. Do you know whose story won the competition?
No, I don't know whose story won the competition.
Okay. How do we pronounce the verb win in the past?
Won.
One, como si fuera
One.
uno. One, okay? One, como si fuera con una A realmente, okay? Do you know whose story won the competition? Let's get Mamen to answer again.
No, I don't know whose story won the competition.
Very good. No, I don't know whose story won the competition. Okay, the next one is for you, okay? Do you know whose song is on the radio? Do you know whose song is on the radio? Very good. No, I don't know whose song is on the radio. Very, very good. They're doing very well, aren't
Yes,
they?
very well.
So are you, Mamen. The next one is for you, okay?
Okay.
Do you know whose necklace you are wearing?
Yes, I know whose necklace I am wearing.
Okay, very good. Now answer in the negative.
No, okay, it's true. No, I don't know whose necklace I am wearing.
Okay, and if you contract?
I'm wearing.
Very good. So
No, I don't know whose necklace I'm wearing.
Very good. Of course, she knows whose necklace she's wearing, but for the exercise, you don't. Okay? All right, the next one is for you at home, okay? Do you know whose brother I ran into? Do you know whose brother I ran into? Now, we're going to ask Mamen what to run into means, because I explained it to her before.
Encontrarse por casualidad.
Very good. To meet someone unexpectedly somewhere, okay? So, I'm asking you at home. Do you know whose brother I ran into? Very good. No, I don't know whose brother you ran into, okay? No, I don't know whose brother you ran Into. Okay, very good. The next one is from Mamen. Are you ready?
Yes.
Do you know whose office we're in?
No, I don't know whose office we're in.
Very good. The next one is going to be from Mamen too, because she's doing this very well, okay?
Okay.
The next one is for you, okay? So, do you know whose hometown I visited?
No, I don't know whose hometown you visited.
Very good. She's doing very, very well. Are you doing just as well as Mamen? Because she's doing very, very well. Did you study?
Yes, of course.
Of course. I can tell, Lorna, I can tell. Okay, the next one is for you at home, okay? Do you know whose mess you're tidying up? Do you know whose mess you're tidying up? Let's ask Mamen what tidy up means.
Limpiar.
Yeah, ordenar.
Ordenar.
Yeah? Okay, so do you know whose mess you're tidying up? Very good. No, I don't know whose mess I'm tidying up. Okay, the next one is from Mamen. Are you ready? Do you know whose telephone is ringing?
No, I don't know whose telephone is ringing.
Very good. She's doing very well. No, I don't know whose telephone is ringing. No, I don't know whose telephone is ringing. Okay, the last sentence for you at home, okay? You ready? Do you know whose idea this was? Do you know whose idea this was? Very good. No, I don't know whose idea this was, okay? Thank you very much,
Thank you,
Mamen. You did a
Natasha.
very good job. And you at home, I'll say the same thing as always. Study, review, and practice as much as possible. I'll see you next time. Bye.
Present perfect and simple past. Present perfect and simple past together. We've done this before, but we're going to do it again hasta que se os quede como un sexto sentido, el dominio del presente perfecto con el pasado simple. Camera number 1. Okay. I flew to Mongolia last year, but I haven't flown to Mongolia so far this year. I cleaned my house twice last week, but I haven't cleaned it yet this week. It's a little dirty. I went to the pharmacy twice yesterday, but I haven't gone. I haven't gone to the pharmacy so far today. I went twice yesterday, but I haven't gone today. I went twice yesterday, but I haven't gone today. Repetid eso, a ver. Hasta como con un ritmo. I went twice yesterday, but I haven't gone today. I went twice yesterday, but I haven't gone today. I saw him twice yesterday, but I haven't seen him today. I saw him twice yesterday, but I haven't seen him today. I saw him twice yesterday, but I haven't seen him today. I took 2 aspirins yesterday, but I haven't taken any today. I took 2 aspirins yesterday, but I haven't taken any today. Okay, I bought a newspaper yesterday, but I haven't bought a newspaper today. I threw my pen at Maria twice last week, but I haven't thrown my pen at her so far this week. All right. I hurt my finger yesterday, but I haven't hurt my finger today. I played chess twice last week, but I haven't played chess so far this week. I gave 5 classes on television last week, but I haven't given 5 classes yet this week. All right? I came here 5 times last week, but I haven't come here 5 times this week yet. Yedra, yerba, yellow yet. I came 5 times last week, but I haven't come 5 times this week. Come. I came last week, but I haven't come this week. I did 3 important things yesterday, but I haven't done anything important today yet. I did 3 important things. I did 3 important things yesterday, but I haven't done Anything important so far today? All right. I wore 2 different shirts yesterday, but I have only worn one shirt, this one, today. I wore 2 different shirts yesterday. I wore. El pasado del verbo to wear, que es llevar puesto, es wore. Suena igual que la palabra guerra. War. Yo llevé puesto una guerra, sería I wore a war, pero no creo que tengas necesidad de decir eso. War. I wore 2 shirts yesterday, and so far today I have worn only one. I wore a cowboy hat last week, but I haven't worn my cowboy hat so far this week. I wore tennis shoes in this class yesterday, but I haven't worn tennis shoes today. No, tennis shoes, zapatillas de deporte. Okay. I counted to 10 twice yesterday, but I haven't counted to 10 so far today. I used this pen yesterday, and I've used it today too. I drank water from this cup yesterday, and I've drunk water from this cup today too. I drove my car at least 100 kilometers yesterday, but I haven't driven my car yet today. I came here by taxi. I haven't driven my car. I haven't used my car today. I haven't even seen my car today. When I left home this morning, I caught a taxi. I went to work by taxi, and then I came here by taxi. So I've used 3 taxis so far today. I've caught 3 taxis. I've taken 3 taxis so far today. But yesterday I didn't take any taxis. I didn't catch any taxis. I didn't use any taxis yesterday. But so far today, I've caught 3 taxis. I've spoken to 3 taxi drivers today. Yeah. I've spoken to 3 different taxi drivers so far today. But yesterday I didn't speak to any. Yes, I didn't speak to any. I had an argument with my wife last week, but I haven't had an argument with her this week. I had an argument. I had an argument with my wife last week. Tuvimos una discusión acalorada. And to have an argument with. Okay. I had an argument with my wife last week, but I haven't had an argument with her this week so far. Toca madera. Knock on wood. Los británicos touch wood. I haven't had an argument so far this week. All right? I caught a cold last year. I remember in November last year, I caught a cold. But I haven't caught a cold so far this year. Touch wood. Knock on wood. I haven't caught a cold so far this year. I usually catch a cold every year, but I haven't caught a cold yet this year. I usually come here by car, but today I've come by taxi. I usually make fun of Maria, and yesterday I made fun of Maria on the air, in el aire. But today I haven't made fun of Maria. No me he burlado de ella hoy. No le he tomado el pelo. To make fun of. I haven't made fun of Maria. I read the newspaper yesterday. I usually read the newspaper every day. And I read the newspaper yesterday, but I haven't read the newspaper yet today. At least so far I haven't. Maybe later. Okay? I went out to dinner. I went out for dinner last night, but I haven't gone out to dinner more than once this week. I've gone out to dinner once this week. Last week I went out to dinner twice, but so far this week I've gone out to dinner only once. Okay, we'll take a moment. I'll take a rest, passing to another teacher, and then I'll be back.
Thank you very much, Richard. My name is Alberto Alonso, and what's your name? Oh, nice to meet you. Well, you're watching Vaughan Inglés 4.0, but you know that. I hope you know that, because that means you're participating in the world's best course. That's right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, not only do we have the best course with the best teachers, but we also have the best students in the world. That's right. You guys at home and here in the studio, wait a second. I'm going to introduce you to someone very, very special. In fact, we're going to Argentina. She promised me. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Annette to the show. Hello, Annette. How are you?
Hello, Alberto.
All right. How are you feeling?
Fine, thank you.
Do you have a lot of energy?
A lot.
Ask me.
Do you have a lot of energy?
What do you think?
A lot.
Yeah. Do I always have a lot of energy?
Always.
Ask me where I get it from.
Where did you get it from?
Or where normalmente, en presente.
Where do you get it from?
I have no idea. I don't question it anymore. I don't question it. I don't know where it comes from, but I accept it. I accept it, okay? All right. Well, ask me if I have this much energy in the morning.
Do you have this much energy in the morning?
No, usually not. I gradually build my energy level. The first hour of my day, I'm very sleepy. All right, well, ask me what we're going to look at today.
What are we going to look at today?
We're going to look at some vocabulary. And then we're going to look at some other very useful things. But I can't tell you what we're going to look at. You'll just have to see. All right, let's start with the vocabulary. Now remember, en casa, no vale. Si no lo dices en voz alta, si no lo repites con nosotros, no vale. No lo estás diciendo en voz alta, no es palabra tuya. No puedes decir que es palabra tuya. Because you can see it written on a page, but it's not the same as having it come out of your mouth and assimilating that word. Okay, so are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's put you to the test here. Okay, the first word is garantía.
Guarantee.
Guarantee. Eso es, cuidado, no es guarantee como está escrito, pero guarantee. ¿Otra vez?
Guarantee.
Okay, y también es un verbo. Okay, es un sustantivo y un verbo. I guarantee all my products. Okay, garantizo, que es el verbo, ¿no? So, to guarantee and a guarantee. Okay, es un sustantivo y verbo. Así que esos son dos palabras técnicamente. Un verbo nuevo que tienes y un sustantivo nuevo. Okay, are you ready for the next one?
Yes.
Okay, that's 5 points, by the way. 5 puntos. Por
okay.
Eso. 5 points. And if you got it at home, give yourself 5 points too. Okay, here we go. Quitar. Pero no quitar ropa, quitar algo de una mesa o de algo. ¿Cómo?
To remove.
Remove. Very good, very good. And es un verbo regular. Every day I remove things from my desk. Yesterday?
I removed things.
Otra vez sin la pausa dramática.
Yesterday I removed things.
Yeah, and lately?
I have removed.
¿No te gusta el...? Porque a veces la diferencia, en este caso, en un verbo regular, la diferencia entre la segunda columna y la tercera es v. El have, el I've, right? Entonces es muy importante porque cambias si no pones ese v cuando estamos en presente perfecto, no estás hablando en presente perfecto, es pasado.
So it's
right?
I've removed.
Ok, ahora más natural todo junto.
I've removed.
Ya, eso es. Y ese v es un verbo. Si quitas ese v, estás quitando el auxiliar. Ok, so es tan importante, parece una tontería, pero es importantísimo. I've removed. ¿Qué es la diferencia entre I removed? Estamos hablando de dos tiempos diferentes con ese v. Okay, here we go. Here's another one. Now, how do you say quitar ropa? Porque hemos dicho o quitar un reloj o algo así.
To take off.
Muy bien. Every day I take off my watch. Yesterday?
I took off my watch.
And lately?
I've taken off my watch.
Qué bien. Te puse a prueba con el v y me puso la v. I've taken off. Quiero que vibren los labios. I've taken off my watch.
I've taken off my watch.
Perfect, perfect. Okay, how do you say langosta?
Lobster.
Do you like lobster?
A lot.
Yeah, I love lobster. Ask me when the last time I had lobster was.
When was the last time you had lobster?
I don't remember. Oh, yes, I do. I had lobster at a wedding, una boda. Pregúntame de quién fue la boda. Ask me whose wedding it was.
Whose wedding was it?
Good. One more time, pero sin tanta duda, sé que es una pregunta.
Whose wedding was it?
It was my cousin Christina's wedding. It was my cousin Christina's wedding, and I had lobster. How do you say marisco? Seafood.
Seafood.
Somos muy literales. Seafood. Hay un chiste que decimos en inglés, que decimos, I'm on a seafood diet. Estoy en una dieta o régimen seafood. I'm on a seafood diet. I see food and I eat it. Yes. Okay. It's corny, un poco, pero es un juego de palabras. I'm on a seafood diet. And one of my favorite things is lobster. Langosta. Dilo en voz alta, por favor.
Lobster.
Thank you very much. Okay, here we go. How do you say apuntar?
To point.
Eso es señalar, right? So how do you say apuntar algo en un papel?
To write down.
Muy bien. Sabía que lo sabías. I knew that she knew it. Did you know it? I hope so. To write down. Write. Right? Right. Como derecho. Derecha. Write. To write down. Es irregular. Every day I write down the answers. Yesterday?
I wrote down the answers.
And lately?
I have written down the answers.
Qué bien. Me estás poniendo el ahora. ¿Ves? Es que cambia el tiempo. I've written down the answers. Muy bien. Okay, and how do you say el paro? Okay, unemployment.
Oh, yes.
Okay, unemployment. Entonces, alguien que está en el paro is unemployed, que es una palabra muy popular ahora en Europa, bueno, en el mundo. Okay, unemployed. Y el sustantivo es unemployment. People who are unemployed collect unemployment. So how do you say en el paro?
To be unemployed.
To be unemployed. ¿Y el paro como sustantivo?
Unemployment.
Muy bien. ¿Apuntar?
To...
how do you say? Ayer apunté algo.
I wrote down.
I wrote something down. Hay que poner algo. I wrote it down.
Something down.
I wrote something down yesterday. How do you say quitar?
To remove.
Muy bien. ¿Y garantía?
Guarantee.
Guarantee. Guarantee. Ok, te voy a dar una frase y quiero que tú me digas, el año pasado lo hice, pero no lo he hecho aún este año. Ok? So, take the bus. El año pasado cogí el autobús, pero...
Last year I took the bus, but this year I didn't.
Ok, this year I haven't, porque sigue en vigor. Quiero que usen los dos, ok? So, te doy el primer ejemplo. Last year I took the bus, but I haven't taken the bus yet this year. Okay? Ride a horse. Montar a caballo. Last year.
I ride.
Es bueno usar el tiempo porque entonces.
Last year I've rode the horse.
A horse.
A horse, but I haven't ridden the horse yet.
Okay, a horse yet. Porque estamos no decimos the, pero.
I have ridden a horse yet.
I haven't ridden a horse. So last year I rode a horse, but I haven't ridden a horse yet. This year. Y la última. Okay, see my friends.
Last year I saw my friends, but this year I haven't seen them.
Perfect.
Yet.
That's it. Yet. Muy bien. Keep practicing. It gets easier. We'll see you next time.
Okay. 3 verb tenses. The present simple, the past, and the present perfect. Every day I study English. Estoy hablando por vosotros. Every day I study English. Last week I studied every day. And so far this week I've studied every day as well. También. Every day I do my homework. Every day I do my homework. Last week I did my homework every day. And so far this week, I've done my homework every day. Es sencillo en teoría, pero reproducirlo con agilidad y espontaneidad en el momento propicio exige dominio. Y en eso estamos. See you tomorrow.